Good morning. This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel. And today is April the 25th. It's my daughter's 21st birthday. I am so excited. Having a party for her tonight. She has invited 170 people, but don't even think that many are coming here. I think it's maybe 30, 40 people are going to be here. And I'm fixing hot dogs and I'm fixing homemade chili. So I didn't want to leave y'all out with this. I'll be taping things during the party and adding it to this and stuff like that. I don't want her to miss out on her 21st birthday, which I'll be taking a lot of pictures too, but I am going to be, like I said, taking movies of it all day today. Alright, so I've got 5 pounds of ground, well, it's 2.5 pounds of ground chuck, 2.5 pounds of ground beef in here, because I'm fixing homemade chili. And the first thing I'm going to put in here is 1 can of, this is, let me turn it around without spilling it, Swanson 100% natural beef broth. And I'm going to put that in here. And then I'm going to put 1 bottle of just water in here. And this is going to be like a chili sauce. No particular name. This is just kind of my recipe. Right now I'm going to go on and put in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire. I've got a bunch more stuff to put in here, but this is just what I'm doing right now. I've got 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire that I'm putting in here. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of French's yellow mustard. Let me shake this up. Right, there's 1. And I'm real excited about this party. I hope everything's gonna go well for her, because she's my baby and she's not a baby anymore. She's legally an adult now and can buy her own alcohol and stuff like that, which that's the one thing I didn't like. I hope she's not going to be drinking a lot, but you know, there's nothing I can do. She's an adult now. I can only hope that I've taught her right from wrong over the years, and she'll go on with her life to be a good citizen. But anyway, so I've got the hamburger, ground chuck, whatever in here, and I'm just going to let this cook. I'm going to go on while I'm doing this. I'm going to go on and get some other stuff together to put in here with it, because I want this to simmer. It's 8:30 in the morning, and the party's not till 7 o'clock tonight, but I want this to simmer and really be a flavorful chili for the hot dogs. So, and you might know that we've had all this warm weather, and today it's raining and supposed to be in the 50s. So, which that's not so cold. She has had birthday parties that I've had outside thinking it was going to be warmer, and it actually snowed and we had to move it someplace else, and that was not a very happy thing. But I'm a big person. I mean, I'm a big believer in birthdays. I think that everybody should have a birthday party. The sad thing is I never do. I give them to my kids, but it doesn't, you know. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here and get the stuff together that I've got to put in here, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. I still haven't got everything together, but I'm trying to do a little bit at a time. It takes a lot for this. I'm going to put some, I've got some Amore tomato paste, start to say potato paste, and I'm just going to guesstimate. I don't want to put very much in here because the chili that I'm fixing usually doesn't have tomatoes in it. So that's about a half a tablespoon of tomato paste in there. Alright, and then I've got onion powder. I'm going to put in a half, no, I'm going to put in a tablespoon of onion powder. And I've got a half tablespoon over here, so I've got a, it's like that's weird. I thought it had something on it, but it didn't. Alright, so there's the 1 tablespoon of onion powder. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon. Now I'm just going to go in and use a half tablespoon of cumin. And for the chili powder, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of that. Maybe 3. Alright, I'm making them heaping tablespoons, so, oops. Alright, there's half. Alright, so 2 heaping tablespoons of chili powder. And smoked paprika, I'm going to put a half a tablespoon of that in here, a heaping tablespoon. Chili powder. Garlic, I'm going to put a half a tablespoon of that in here. And then cinnamon, I'm not even going to use but just a pinch of cinnamon. Just a very, very, very little. Maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon of that. And then ground mustard. I'm going to use a half a tablespoon of that. A heaping half a tablespoon. Alright, now I'm going to stir this up. And I've got to get some other stuff together. And I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I've got everything together now. Let me go on and get the dry stuff first. Alright, I'm going to use half a tablespoon of kosher salt. Half a tablespoon of coarse ground black pepper. I'm going to use a teaspoon of Splenda brown sugar blend. So let me pack it down in there. Yep. Alright, so 1 teaspoon of, I use Splenda brown sugar blend. You can use regular brown sugar if you'd like, but, and then I'm going to put cayenne pepper in here, but, oh my gosh, maybe, this is a teaspoon, maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. We'll say, I think you can see that. Well, that's 1/4. That should be 1/4. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is, usually put onions in here, but I don't really want to put onions, but I want the taste of onions in there. I love onions, but there's a lot of people that don't. So this is what I'm going to do. I've got 1 yellow onion, and I'm just going to get the juice, and it'll mash it up, and nobody will be able to tell that there's onions in here, because it's gonna like puree the onions. And I'm gonna do this to this whole onion, and get this whole onion in here, and I'll bring you back when I finish. Okay, I'm back. Because I want this to be a really fine ground chili, I'm going to take my potato masher, and I'm going to try to get this ground chuck and ground beef mashed up as small as I can. And then I'm going to put, I'm going to be doing this throughout the whole time of letting this cook. And I'm going to let this simmer for a long time. And if you're using your oven, you know, most of you know, I mean your stove, most of you know how to turn your stove down. I'm using my cooktop. Because I'm disabled, and because my stove is a lot higher than my wheelchair, it's really, really hard for me to use my stovetop. Now, I've got certain pans that won't work on this induction cooktop, but most of the time I cook on this. I mean, it's rarely a time that I don't cook on this. And it's got low, medium, medium, high, maximum sear. The only thing is that I've got it on medium now, but I have a decrease and an increase button, so I've got it down even lower than medium, so that it will just simmer. And I'm going to have to cut it down even more than that. But I do want to go on and put the ketchup in here, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of ketchup in there. And I still can't taste this yet, but you can see it is, I wanted the fine ground chili, and it is doing like that, and that's exactly what I wanted. And so that's why I put the beef broth and the bottle of water in here to cook this, and then that will cook down, and all of the spices and stuff that I put in here will just combine with all that, and hopefully it's going to taste wonderful. I hope everybody likes it. But you can see after it's cooked down, there isn't very much meat in here. I hope that 5 pounds of chili is going to be enough, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how many come tonight. And since it's rainy and cold, I don't know who will come. And I've tried to do an RSVP, but you know how it is. People will wait till the last minute and say, well, we're going to come. So, but I'm hoping that a lot of her friends are going to be here, and my other two daughters are going to be here. There's really nobody from my family or her family that is coming tonight, except my other two daughters. So they're going to be here. And so anyway, now I'm going to turn this down. It's on 230. I'm going to turn this down to 200 degrees, which on your stove you would just, you know, now I better take it back up. It stopped. It's just barely simmering. I'm going to take it back up to 210. You can see this thing is just, watch, I can go, it's 210 now. You see how it's boiling. Now watch when I go to 200. It stops. So this thing is so good. I love this thing. So now it's back up with 210. I'm going to put the top on it, and I'm going to let this simmer all day. And hopefully it's going to be good. When it gets done a little bit more, I'll bring you back and let you know what it tastes like. Because I've definitely got to taste it, but I don't want to taste it until I know for sure the ground beef is cooked good. Alright, so I'll bring you back in a little while. Okay, I just wanted to bring you back and show you. I haven't finished the chili yet, but I've tasted it, and oh my gosh, it is good. But I'm gonna do a hot dog. And there's all the stuff that I've got, and then let me show you her birthday cake. Here's her birthday cake. It says happy 21st birthday, Kayla. And then we've got balloons and streamers, green and orange, all over here. And outside there's a banner, and over here's the chili and the buns. The hot dogs are still in the oven staying warm. And it is 5 to 7, and people should be arriving pretty soon. And I just wanted to show y'all, and once Kayla gets here, I'll probably turn it back on and get her in the picture. So I'll bring you back.